1 Kings chapter 10. Upon hearing the renowned wisdom of Solomon and his devotion to the name of the Lord, the Queen of Sheba came to test him with challenging questions. She arrived in Jerusalem with an impressive entourage, bearing spices, abundant gold, and precious stones. Upon meeting Solomon, she engaged in deep conversations, discussing the matters closest to her heart. Solomon responded to all her inquiries. Nothing remained hidden from the king's knowledge. Having witnessed Solomon's profound wisdom and the grandeur of his palace, the exquisite feast at his table, the regal attire of his servants, the meticulous attendance of his ministers, and the awe-inspiring path to the house of the Lord, the Queen of Sheba was left breathless. Addressing the king, she exclaimed, "The reports I heard in my own land about your accomplishments and wisdom were true. However, I couldn't fully believe them until I saw it with my own eyes. Your wisdom and prosperity far surpass what I heard." She commended Solomon's advisors and servants, praising their privileged position and their ability to bask in his wisdom. "Blessed be the Lord your God, who favored you to sit on the throne of Israel. The Lord's love for Israel endures forever, so he appointed you as king to uphold justice and righteousness." Impressed, she gifted Solomon 120 talents of gold, a vast quantity of spices, and precious stones. Such an abundance of spices had never before been seen. Hiram's fleet, which brought gold from Ophir, also transported abundant almug trees and precious stones. Solomon utilized the almug trees to craft pillars for the house of the Lord and his own palace. He fashioned harps and lyres for the musicians, unprecedented in their excellence. Solomon granted the Queen of Sheba every request she made, generously fulfilling her desires beyond what he had previously given her from his royal bounty. Satisfied, she returned to her own land with her retinue. Solomon's annual gold income totaled 666 talents, not including the revenues from merchants, the trade of spice merchants, and the tribute from various Arabian kings and local governors. The king created 200 large shields of beaten gold, using 600 shekels of gold for each shield. Additionally, he fashioned 300 smaller shields, using 3 minas of gold for each. These shields were displayed in the house of the forest of Lebanon. Among his splendid creations was a grand ivory throne, adorned with the finest gold. The throne featured 6 steps and a circular top, adorned with lions on either side. 12 lions adorned the 6 steps on either side, a display unique among all kingdoms. All of Solomon's drinking vessels were crafted from gold, while the utensils in the house of the forest of Lebanon were fashioned from pure gold, rendering silver insignificant in his time. Solomon's fleet of Tarshish ships, along with Hiram's fleet, voyaged once every 3 years, returning laden with gold, silver, ivory, apes, and peacocks. Solomon's wealth and wisdom surpassed all the kings of the earth. People from all corners sought his counsel, drawn by the wisdom God had endowed him with. They brought gifts, silver, gold, garments, armor, spices, horses, and mules, as tribute year after year. Solomon amassed chariots and horsemen, owning 1,400 chariots, and 12,000 horsemen stationed in chariot cities and alongside him in Jerusalem. Silver was as common as stones in Jerusalem, and the cedars as plentiful as sycamore trees in the lowland. Solomon acquired horses from Egypt, as well as fine linen yarn. The king's merchants imported the linen yarn at a premium. A chariot from Egypt cost 600 shekels of silver, and a horse 150 shekels. These were procured for all the Hittite and Syrian kings through Solomon's agents.